kicking it with Gives a Minute on Kick. Well, indeed, let us kick some kick. Let's kick it. Hello? Privacy policy. I want to read it. I want to understand it. I want to make certain we're clear about what we can and can't do on Kick if we're going to do anything on Kick. If we're going to kick it, we want to know how far we can kick it, when we can kick it, and what we can and can't kick. So I want to do that. But first of all, I want to have a look at the website as well. This is kick.com as it stands right now. Let me refresh my trousers. And if you're on DLive, come on over to kick.com. I put the link in the DLive chat. I'll just check how that's looking, by the way. Yeah, I put the link there for you. So come on over to kick.com. First thing I got to do is pop out my chat. Yes. Oh, we can do the chat. Hey. Oh, we can do. Keep it down. I've added my little about sections here panels. Unfortunately, the text doesn't wrap, which is a little bit of a shame. If you were trying to copy these links, and they're not hyperlinks either, so I guess that's still got to be fixed. But I just put in my link tree, and these are clickable. They go to a new tab. Yeah, true. It goes to a new tab. That's pretty handy. These are QR codes. Buy me a coffee, etc., etc. Let's go and pop my freaking chat out. Let's get rid of my hideous head for a second. It's down here. You got to do this underneath this little cog skis. Pop out chat. Bam, skitty bam. And I'm going to pop that sucker onto my other window, my other monitor, I'm going to bring that up there. But as far as the on-screen chat, I did get some suggestions from CompTech. I'm going to bring those up, although no one's chatting, so this won't work, but I can probably still do it. If I put a test chat message in here and it says, "This is a test," and I hit that, where does that come up on my screen? Right in the front skins. But we need to test long form. Papa Zaduki, how you doing, man? Hey, mate, how are you today? I'm doing well, doing very well. I'm just going to set up some little. So CompTech told me about changing the opacity. No, we've already done that. Text wrapping in a chat box. He said change the width of the source browser to framed 400. That'll allow text to wrap at that point. And then he added some custom CSS as well that I can use. But while you're here, Papa Zaduk, did you know about this? If you go, where are we? If we go across here to your panel sections, did you know about the text isn't wrapping across? Like, I filled this out. Obviously, that's a URL. Yeah, and they're not linkable either. So that's a bit of a shame, but I guess that's going to be worked on at some point. But what we're going to do today, I'm going to look through the privacy policy. I want to make certain we're good to do what we want to do on kick.com. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to break any rules. So we're going to read through the privacy policy. We should have that fixed in a rollout soon. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's cool. I'll tell you what I did like. I woke up this morning and I went in to the Discord and I went straight to the change log and had a quick look at the things that have been changed. I'm like, okay, things are getting worked on, which is pretty damn rad. It's pretty cool. That's a source of frustration at another streaming platform. Let me just say, nothing ever gets done. Everybody says they're doing things, but they never do a thing. So it's really refreshing to come in and see that things are being done. I'm gonna just I am Kevin on Discord now. If you need anything. Oh, so you're not Papa Zaduki on Discord? Okay, Kevin. All right, cool. Good to know. This will probably be pretty tedious to watch, but I am going to just be putting in some. They made me change it. Okay, so are you staff then? Are you a staff member for Kick.com? The other thing too, while you're here, I guess if I can ask questions, you are. Okay, cool. Is there a listing of where we can see who is staff so that we know who we're dealing with? Initially, when I was in the Discord and I saw someone's handle, it was like, this is just an example, but someone had a handle and it'd be like mine. It was like kick.com/givesaminute. And I thought, oh, wow, that looks pretty official. So that must be a staff member. But then I saw everybody was just changing their handle to their Kick URL. And I was like, okay, so that's not staff. I guess what I'm asking is what's the distinguishing feature that shows that it's a staff member? At the moment, anyone that is assigned to the admin role is staff. Staff will soon have chat badges. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. That's perfect. Well, man, I don't think. I mean, can I ask questions? I don't even know if this was a Q&A that you came in just to my chat, but I did. I had one other question. What was it? After you came in last time, I remember finishing my stream thinking I should have asked him about that. What was it? Oh, yeah. Very simple. Starting and ending a stream. Let me just bring this over to this monitor. So currently when you start and end a stream, you have to go in and click start stream and stop stream. Will there ever be a way that your OBS can trigger the start option like it would do in, say, YouTube or on DLive or any other? I mean, I personally use Restream.io, so I send my stream from OBS into Restream, and I just turn on the kick.com custom RTMP, but then I've still got to go into kick.com and hit start stream. It'd be rad. I mean, it'd be rad if Restream.io had kick.com as a destination, because currently I'm using one of my RTMP slots on. I mean, I don't need that for anything else, but I'm just popping in to say hi, but fire away. It'll be automatic. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, that's awesome, dude. That's really handy. Yeah, that is a bit of a bugbear right now that you've got to come in and wait for the feed to get in and then hit it. So if that does get resolved, then that's perfect. Cool, man. That's all I had to ask. I'll put that over there. That's all I wanted to ask. And otherwise, I'm pretty much good to go ahead and do this stream. I'm going to fix my chat up a little bit, make it a bit cleaner. And yeah, I don't think I have any further questions, but thanks for swinging in. Appreciate it. Kevin, I'm going to call you Kevin now. Are you going to change your handle here as well, or is it just on the Discord? All right, let me put a long chat message in that's going to go across 2 lines, because that's what I'm going to work on fixing here. Not sure yet. Okay, cool. This is a long chat message that will word wrap ideally once I have fixed things. Extra text. Okay, so that did word wrap. Huh. Oh shit. All right, I already had that sorted. Well, then I just got to change the width, I guess. What did Comptext say? He said to me, I want the font to be larger mainly. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, well, let me just work on that then. The properties, 800 by 600 works well on my stream. What about the font size though? I'm an old man, 47. I can't quite see as good as I used to. Who said that? Let me, where am I looking for properties? Yeah, properties. 800. So you're 800 by 600. So Comtext suggested 400 by 600, but then the font. So now if I scale that out, oh shit, I've got this. Hold on a second. That's going to give me a little. I've got a oh gosh, I should have stopped it. I've got an Apple script running in the background, and I've got a whole bunch of scripts that do things automatically for me while I'm working, and I didn't turn it off, and now it's just gone. I'm going to put everything in front of everything, and that ain't going to work for me. Quit the Apple script, quit that. Okay, cool. I'm just going to reset that. Madaluna, how you doing, man? No follower alert yet? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. I think you can manually change with custom CSS. Give me a moment. Yeah, no. I have some CSS that I've already been given. I just need to work out. Now it's all changed because of that script that was running. I'll just reset it. I just signed up to check things out. Madaluna, you came across from DLive just to check it out on the back of Gives a Minute. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. That's good. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of promises here, or not promises, but there's a lot of talk about this site. And oh shit, what's going on with my Brave browser now? Oh, that's right. It grabbed that from the script too. A lot of talk about good things coming to this website. Now let's also be realistic. I mean, anything could happen here, right? Like it so far, it looks good. It looks good, but let's see how things roll. Like, let's see, you know, once it gets out of beta, I guess. At the moment, we're in a beta stage, and there's potential. It kind of feels like how DLive was 3 years ago. That's kind of how I feel. And I'm willing to give it a good chance and to give it a good crack and to make an effort, but I've been burnt before, so I want to make certain that I'm not going out of my way to I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to put in all the effort if it doesn't get responded. If what's happened at DLive is an example of a website not growing with its streamers, not progressing with its streamers, then I don't want to start again and grow from nothing on a site that's not going to grow with me. I want progression. I want things to move. I'd love to speak about things like real community interaction, like real community streams. I'd love to speak about affiliations like sponsorships, endorsements. I mean, I've been trying to reach out with Elgato since I began streaming. I feel like I'm already using a whole bunch of their products pretty innovately, but no one at DLive has any connection to Elgato. And so when I approached Elgato, they basically just don't respond because DLive is nothing, right? And no one's ever reached out. So I'd love to see Kick.com reach out with brands and say, well, we've got our eyes on this streamer, and this streamer. Wouldn't you guys like to talk together? We can facilitate you guys getting together for a conversation, and you can work out whatever it is based on whatever's going to work for the two of you. The third party in the connecting in those discussions, and that's what DLive alluded to that they would do. And aside from paying a fuck ton of money to PewDiePie to come over, nothing else really ever happened. So yeah, that's and it's not what I wanted to talk about here right now, but that's what I'm wary of, that I don't want to put a great deal into the site unless there's going to be the good return for the streamer. It's a two-way street. I've said that for 4 years on DLive, right? It's a two-way street, so there's got to be give and take. And that's why my channel's called Gives a Minute. I'm giving, and they've got to give as well. It's a two-way street. Let's work on this chat, though. So what have I done here? I've changed... so I'll grab the CSS straight away from Comptech. Where did he put it? Did I close my Discord or something? Where's my Discord? After that script ran, it threw everything. Oh, it's over there now. Okay, cool. My Discord's over there. All right, I brought it back. So Comptech says, so he's got a, okay. Did he give me that CSS? Oh, that was bugger. It's not CSS, is it? It's a filter, an opacity filter, a chroma key. But my bad. Can you see this? No, you can't. Can you? Doesn't matter. I'll just add it in quickly. So he's got, oh shoot, I can't see that. He's got similarity. Custom color is custom is black or 00000. Yeah. There's chat disappears then. That's cool. Similarity is OneSkins. Smoothness is 40. Smooth. And key color spill reduction is 140. Ooh, 140. Opacity is OneSkins, so that's on. Contrast is 6. Nope, contrast is 0. Brightness is 0. Why don't I just bring this over? And everything else is 0. Okay. Well, then where the crikey did my chat go? I've got the exact same settings as Comptech, and mine I'm just verifying that. My text disappears. That ain't right. That ain't right. But he does have some CSS in there. What does his CSS look like? Oh, man, why did I change it? Well, actually, no, I have the CSS I have was from Frozenbox. I sent you a DM and try that CSS to remove the background. Oh, cool, man. I'm in Discord right now. I'll go find that straight away. Or did you send me a DM through kick.com? Is there a DM feature in Kick, or did you mean on Discord? I'm going to assume you meant Discord. In the ticket tool? Nope. A whisper on Discord. A whisper. I don't have message request. Okay, there you go. Accept. Sweet, man. Cheers. I got it. All right. Cool. I'll add that right now. Didn't do a thing. What have I done here? Do you know what? Let me just bring in a fresh I think my script that was running just punched in a whole bunch of haywire. Let me just get rid of the chat and I'll bring a new one in. It's a browser source and I'll just call it chat. It's probably going to say it's already taken. No, let me have it. I'll grab it from, I'll just put this CSS in right now. So that's the CSS, but I'll grab the chat feed here. It's from the pop-up chat, isn't it? I've already got that up there. It's kick.com/yourhandle/chatroom for those playing along. So that's it with the CSS in there. And there it is. Okay, cool. All right. So then I can just crop the tops and bottoms. I think CompTech had a better way for doing that. He said, what did he say? You need a filter crop pad. Yeah. But he actually said there's a way to do that with, if you add an opacity 0, all the border colors go away. But isn't the opacity 0 already in the background color RGB 00, RGBA 000, yeah. Okay, well that's cool. What I'll do is I'll just do the crop in. It's easier. Option click, just drag them in a little bit. And now I'll go and set the properties to 400 width. So that does word wrap it, but oh yeah, there you go. And then you can just scroll it out, of course. Yeah, the idea is just to get the text a little bit larger, but that's, and I guess we can just check the word wrap as well. Yeah, easy. All right, that's good enough. So then we can position it as well. I guess I'll just put it down there. Or should it go to the top? We'll go to the top. We got a few folk in the community making chat overlays. Rad. Yeah, cool. I mean, I know all that stuff's coming, and this is just a temporary fix, but yeah, that's going to be super cool. They're doing some awesome work with the add-ons that they're creating. Rad. So things are happening on all sides of the on all sides for everyone. Things are happening. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. All right, well that's that, and I've still got to do some music on my streams as well, like add some underlay music. But I really want to read the privacy policy because I think this is important. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably bring a chat onto here as well. Copy that chat, and I'll put a chat on here, and this one can go over this side, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Forget about that. Get the chat up there. We don't need it. So the privacy policy is here, up here, sorry. So I'm going to go through and read this. Yeah, and anybody, we can get rid of that. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to read this. This will just serve for historical documentation as well, so that we can refer to it if we need to later on. Privacy policy. In this privacy policy, referred to as policy, we describe how Kik, we or us, that's what they refer to as, collects, uses, and discloses information that we obtain about visitors to the website, kik.com, the site, and the services available through our site, collectively the services. By visiting the site or using any of our services, you agree that your personal information will be handled as described in this policy. Your use of our site or services and any dispute over privacy is subject to this policy and our terms of service, which we've already read. If you want to get those, you can grab them there as well. Terms of service, we did that yesterday. Including its application, limitations on damages, and the resolution of disputes. The Kik terms of service are incorporated by reference into this policy. The information we collect about you, we collect info about you directly from you and from third parties and automatically through the use of our site or services. The information we collect directly from you, this info we collect from you depends on how you use our services. To create an account, you must provide us with the following personal info: your username, date of birth, password, email address, date you joined Kik as a member. Interesting, you don't need to actually provide your real name at that point. That's intriguing. Yeah, that's interesting. What good? But then what good is a date of birth without a person's name linked to it? That could be fake as. Okay. We also may collect additional info from you if you choose to provide it, such as a physical address, employment info, membership renewal info. Membership in renew. I guess that's coming for when you pay to subscribe to somebody. So you can give them you can offer up your physical address and whether you're employed, but you still don't have to give them a name. Okay. Information we collect automatically. We automatically collect info about your use of our site through cookies, web beacons, and other tech. To the extent permitted by applicable law, we combine this info with other information we collect about you, including your personal info. Please see the section Cookies and Other Tracking Mechanisms below for more info. We collect the following info when you visit our site: your browser type, an OS, fair enough. Your IP address, fair enough. Your geolocation, fair enough. The length of time you visit our site and or use our services, fair enough. The referring URL or the web page that led you to our site, that's fair. How we use this information: we use your info, including your personal info, for the following purposes. 1, to provide our services to you, including managing and administering your membership with our site. To manage any streaming activities you engage in with us. To communicate with you about your use of our services, to respond to your inquiries, and for other membership support purposes. Other membership support purposes. Okay. So things like, I guess, levels, like tier levels or something. To send you information about our opportunities and other news we think may be of interest to you. God bless. This is something that DLive do not do. I've never, ever, ever, ever received an email from DLive, aside from you've been banned for this or you've been blocked from that. No one's ever sent me an email ever from DLive. And as a verified partner, I always thought, I'll just bump off for a second, but I always thought as a partner representing the site, at the minimum, you should be receiving like weekly updates about the site so that you can then go on stream and say, well, this is what's coming, this is what I can tell you, and this is what's in the pipeline. And that comes filtered from DLive straight to you, but they've never ever done it. And like, you'll go on the website and there'll be new changes and people will come in your stream saying, you're a partner, you're a verified partner, what's going on with this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the dark about it, just like you guys are. And I also inquired about GPs, like, do they get direct emails or direct correspondence about changes? No, same thing with them, same thing. So it's like, oh, it's hard to rep something that you don't know anything about. That's what I've always said. It's like, I want to represent and I want to know. But to know, I've got to be told. So this is intriguing. They're going to send information about our opportunities and other news we think may be of interest to you. To better understand how users access and use our service, both on an aggregated and individual basis. So this is like a general, what's going down, how many users coming from Argentina, for instance. How many Aussie users are there? A lot of them, if it's going to be slots. Apparently, a lot of Australian slot streamers. To administer surveys and questionnaires, such as for market research and user satisfaction purposes, to comply with legal obligations as part of our general business operations and for other business admin purposes, where we believe necessary to investigate, prevent, or take action regarding illegal activities, suspected fraud situations involving potential threats to the safety of any person or violations of our terms of service, create a policy or this privacy policy. Create a policy? Where's the creator policy? Uh-oh. That's referring to something that doesn't exist. That's a shame. That must be coming. I mean, we're just going to take the privacy policy today. We've done the terms of service privacy policy. We'll do the DMCA policy another time, and then we'll do the community guidelines another time as well. We'll get through them all, though, folks. We'll get through them. We'll take our time, though. How we share this information. We may share your information, including personal info, as follows. May provide it to service providers. We disclose the info we collect from you to service providers, contractors, or agents who perform functions on our behalf. These service providers may include web hosting, database providers, and email providers. Kick users. Your username and any information that you post to our site, including without limitation, stream titles, clips, VODs, comments, and text will be available to and searchable by all users of the site and services. Really? Ah, shit. That didn't open up in a new tab. Hang on a second. Let me just bring up what we were looking at. So this says it's going to be searchable. Does that mean if you go up here, I'll open up a new tab and search, say, I mean, my streams that I've done thus far, keep it down. Keep it down. My streams that I've done thus far, coming soon. Oh, where's my recent broadcasts? So reading the actual kick.com terms of use. Hello, I'm new here. Please kick me. So let's search for I'm new here. No results. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kick me? Kick me in the nuts? So these are users, are they? Okay, so currently the search is only searching users. What about if you just search for VOD? Okay, so it's just pulling up the usernames. Okay, fair enough. But it does say that it will be searchable by. Interesting. Sorry, I've been missing the chat. I've been missing the chat. It said it was paused. My bad. I said my chat was paused. Donako, what? Venosity, how you doing, Donako? Good to see you over on Kick, dude. Hello. Nothing yet's been worked on, just like you cannot search categories right now. Okay, gotcha. Donako, this play's been out for like a week and runs better than DLive ever has. Dude, someone said this yesterday on my DLive stream. They said the terms, you know the saying, it's all talk and no action. This is the opposite. This has been all action and no talk. Yeah, so this is intriguing that this is happening. Like we've got this new site, and it's just all hands on, right? It's all go. Whereas I'm just thinking back to when Gamer Network was all over Twitter, and they were just talking it up about this and this and this and this, and nothing ever came. There's been hardly any talk about this, and it's all here. Once subs and donos are implemented 100%, I'm sold. Cut is even better than Lino DLive era, which is insane to think of. 95.5. Someone also said, I guess this is a question for Papa Zaduk, Kevin. how's that going to maintain? Like someone said that won't last. That'll be like for the opening month of the site, and then it'll be like we can't sustain that. Papa Zadok, I noticed there was a porn stream up on the slot section on DLive. Was live for 6 hours before it was taken down. Yesterday someone said that too. I went onto the app on my iPad and I couldn't find it, but someone was saying it was on the desktop for sure. Yeah, that's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. Let's continue reading, folks. We also disclose information in the following circumstances. In response to a legal process, we may disclose your info to comply with law, a judicial proceeding, court order, or other legal processes, such as in response to a court order or a subpoena. To protect us and others, we may disclose your information when we believe it is appropriate to do so to investigate, prevent, or take action regarding illegal activities, suspected fraud, situations involving potential threats to the safety of any person, violating our terms of our service or our policy, or as evidence in litigation in which we're involved. Now that's good, because I tell you what, when I got trolled hardcore on DLive to the point of trespass on my property, I had requested the IP of the offending trolls in my chat, and DLive refused to give them. I wonder, and because the law in Australia didn't really have any, there's no written law around doxing or trolling. So the police officers that are involved in that situation were like, well, we don't even know how to approach this. And I'm like, well, can you, because DLive said we're only going to give the IP of, because I was getting trolled, like, for those that know, they'll know how bad it was and what went down, but I don't even really want to say what happened, but DLive just refused to give me the IPs. And I said, the police have to respond to it. You guys, the cops, have to go to DLive. And they're like, we don't even know how to do that. Like, who is DLive? Where do we go? We need a physical address. I'm like, Danako, Stake owns the site. They got unlimited money. If they can afford to sponsor Drake and all the other big names, running a site shouldn't be an issue. The platform's goal is to serve and celebrate content creators. The site doesn't exist without you, and we want to be rewarded for that. It seems wonderful. Seems wonderful. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be here. And if all things go as they seem like they are, then this is going to be fantastic. Let's continue reading. Other use of cookies and other tracking mechanisms. We and our service providers use cookies and other tracking mechanisms to track info about your use of our site or services. We may combine this info with other personal information we collect from you, and our service providers may do so on our behalf. We use cookies for functional purposes only, i.e. to support the proper workings of our site and services, and do not use cookies for advertising or profiling. Cool. Yeah, partner program coming anytime soon. Yeah, interesting question. Thanks, Danako, for asking that. Cookies are alphanumeric identifiers that we transfer to your device's hard drive through your web browser for record-keeping purposes. Some cookies allow us to make it easier for you to navigate our site and services, while others are used to enable a faster login process or to allow us to track your activities at our site and services. There are two types of cookies, session and persistent cookies. Number one, session cookies. Session cookies exist only during an online session. They disappear from your device when you close your browser or turn off your device. We use session cookies to allow our systems to uniquely identify you during a session or while you're logged into the site and services. This allows us to process your online transactions and requests and verify your identity after you've logged in as you move through our site and services. And persistent cookies, these are ones that remain on your device after you've closed your browser or turned off your device. We use persistent cookies to track aggregate and statistical information about user activity. In the chit chat, Papa Zaduk, it's our goal to have subs and kicks available at the absolute max by Friday. What? By this Friday? By this Friday, dude. It's Monday in Australia. By the end of this week, you're going to roll out subs and kicks. I didn't expect... That's what I'm told. Dude, I wasn't expecting that until like Q1 next year at the earliest. So what? That's still going to be in beta then? Like it's going to be a beta usage of the subs and kicks? I mean, I guess I better get my head down and start. I got to get music and I got to do my outro scenes and all that stuff. Shit, dude. All right, let's read faster. I was taking my time I thought this would take a lot longer than that. If so, that's wild, yeah. Is it true that as content creators, we can withdraw subs and donations at the same day? So no need to wait for a pile up of a certain amount? Far out, dudes. Yes, Tanaka, but I do not have the exact details on the process. AKA fiat crypto. Oh, it'll be through, it'll also, oh, dude, far out. I was hoping that there'd be some crypto integration, so you're going to either be able to withdraw it through crypto. Which chain? It already sounds better than DLive. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's wait and see, but far out. That's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. Disabling cookies. I think there are plans to have multiple coin options. Damn, dude. So you're telling me people can donate to a streamer via kicks or subs. Well, I'm not too sure what the difference will be, but we'll find out. And once they've donated, there will be an on-ramp to crypto. So you can, if someone donates, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm just thinking, if someone donates fiat currency, I can choose to withdraw that as a crypto. This is going to be interesting. Withdrawal only through crypto, or also like bank PayPal? From what it sounds like above, aka fiat and crypto, or / crypto. Well, there you go. Yeah. This looks interesting. I don't want to get too excited. I just want to keep reading and we'll come back. Disabling cookies. Most web browsers automatically accept cookies, but if you prefer, you can change your browser options to block them in the future. The help portion of the toolbar on most browsers will tell you how to prevent your computer from accepting new cookies, how to have the browser notify you when you receive a new cookie, or how to disable cookies altogether. Visitors to our site and services who disable cookies will be able to browse certain sites of areas of the site, but some features may not function properly. Yeah, I don't know why you'd block cookies. I don't have all the details. I don't want to give any. Yeah, don't say too much, Papa. At this point, like keep it to yourself until it's official. But even just saying that you're hoping to have it out by Friday, that's mind-boggling. But if it doesn't happen, then I understand. But yeah, you're getting us excited here. Just keep it. Let's keep us all on our stools. Yeah, I don't know why you'd disable cookies on a site like. I mean, if the usage cases here is what we've been told, as long as this is to be believed, there's nothing untoward. So why would you disable the cookies? Grinding for GP on DLive was such a waste of time. I regret grinding for that shit back then. Yeah. Third-party analytics. I always struggle with that word. Analytics. Analytics. Anal. I see the word anal and it throws me right off. Third-party analytics. We use automated devices and applications to evaluate usages of our site. We use these tools to help us improve our site's performance and user experiences. Do not track. Currently, our systems do not recognize browsers, do not track requests. You may, however, disable certain tracking as discussed in the section above, disabling cookies. User-generated content. We invite you to post content to our site and services, including your comments, pictures, and any other info that you would like to be available on our site or services. If you post content to our site or services, the info that you post will be available to all visitors to our site. If you post your own content on our site and services, your posting may become public, and Kik cannot prevent such info from being used by third parties because it's public. Third-party links. Our site and services may contain links to third-party websites. Any access to and use of such linked websites is not governed by this policy, but instead is governed by the privacy policy of those third-party websites. We're not responsible for the info practices of such third party. So that's basically referring to when these chat overlays and Streamlabs alerts, kind of, or the Kick alerts or whatever it's going to be called, when those things come to the site and you sign up to them, it's kind of like Tidy Labs. You're agreeing to use Tidy Labs in conjunction with DLive, and therefore Tidy Labs has their own privacy policy, which we never read, by the way. That's a bit frightening. Security of my personal info. Tidy Labs. Well, I always said this. I always said you don't need to use Tidy Labs to use DLive, but it would behoove you to use it. It's a better site experience, a better stream experience to use Tidy Labs. That was my take on that always. Yeah. So I'd say that there'll be something similar coming to Kick. And we've just been told from Papa that there is. People are working on stuff already. We have implemented reasonable security of my personal information. We have implemented reasonable precautions to protect the information we collect from loss, misuse, and unauthorized access, disclosure, alteration, and destruction. Please be aware that despite our best efforts, no data security measures can guarantee security. You should take steps to protect against unauthorized access to your password, phone, and computer by, among other things, signing off after using a shared computer, choosing a robust password that nobody else knows or can easily guess, and keeping your login and password private. We're not responsible for any lost, stolen, or compromised passwords or for any activity on your account via unauthorized password access. Access to my personal info. You've got storm action going on outside. You may modify personal information that you have submitted by logging into your accounts and updating your personal info by updating your profile info. Please note that copies of information that you've updated, modified, or deleted may remain viewable in cached or archived pages of the site for a period of time. Fair enough. What choices do I have regarding the use of my personal info? We may send periodic promotional emails to you regarding our services or related opportunities. I fucking hope they do. I really hope that they do. I take that word out and say we will send. Change may to we will send. I want information to come from the website. I don't want to come on to Kick and have someone say, did you hear about this? Did you hear about that could be coming? I want it to be an email that says, this is coming to Kick. Because that's what we missed on DLive. We really, really, really missed communications. Good things are coming. That was the phrase. Good things are... Remember, Tidy would always say, I can't tell you what it is. But I can't say what it is, guys. I can't say what this is, but I've seen it. And let me just tell you, good things are coming. Good things are coming to DLive. Man, we've got this dev team working. It's going to be awesome. I can't tell you anything more. It's so close, but it's so close. We've got good things coming. Nothing ever came. Missed it? We never got communications, let's be honest. But that's what I'm saying. When we had the community streams, when there was it used to be weekly community streams. The same thing happened there. It was like, well, I can't tell you anything. And that's why they stopped, by the way. He even said, there's no point doing a weekly community stream. We're going to do it bi-weekly because there's no information. So all this stuff about good things coming basically was a big lie. Just a convenient prompt to make you keep streaming. Good things are coming, guys. Good. There's going to be multiple ways for streamers to monetize their content. This was the phrase that he said. Multiple ways for streamers to monetize their content. Never came. Nothing. The weekly streams were very broad convos that were never specific, and that's why they stopped. And then it became like, well, we're not ever going to do those anymore. And by the way, all of the partner streams or partner conversations, like the partner Discord private calls, they stopped. There's just complete stop, like a complete lack of communication from the top down. It's terrible, terrible, terrible thing to do. And people were still coming out going, I can't wait to apply for VP. And I'm like, what are you actually applying for? What is it that you think this is going to get you? Because then they took away the staking. And so there's no incentive for extra APY to stake on DLive and be a partner. That all went. And they held funds from us. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't, like, from such a good height to go so bad and to like, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. It's depressing. Depressing. We will send periodic. I'm rewording the privacy policy here, folks. Don't take this as literal. I'm just changing it for this is for entertainment purposes only. That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. We will send periodic promotional emails to you regarding our services or related opportunities. You may opt out of promotional emails by following the opt-out instructions contained in the email. Please note that it may take up to 10 business days for us to process opt-out requests. If you opt out of receiving promotional emails, we may still send you transactional emails about your account. Perfect. Have you seen the amount of emote slots you get here? It's actually insane. I haven't noticed it. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't looked at it. Additional privacy rights under GDPR. When the General Data Protection Regulation applies, in particular when you are accessing the site from a country in the EU or the EEA, the European Economic Area, you have the following rights subject to applicable limitations. You have the right to access your personal info, the right to rectify your personal info we hold about you, so that make changes, the right to erase it, the right to restrict our use of your personal information, the right to object to our use of your personal information, the right to receive your personal information in a usable electronic format and to transmit it to a third party, also known as the right of data portability, and the right to lodge a complaint with your local data protection authority. Wow, I'm not in the EU, but if you want your data back, you can boomerang it, basically. It's like you've sent it and then you're going to send it straight back. If you would like to exercise any of these rights, you may do so submitting a request to us via support@kik.com and include GDPR privacy request in the message box. Please understand, however, the rights enumerated above are not absolute in all cases. When you submit a GDPR request to us, we may request additional information from you to confirm your identity. That's a big one, such as then your name, because up here, it doesn't say they ever collect your name. Information we collect directly from you, your username, doesn't have to be your real name, date of birth, password, email address, and date you joined Kik. We may also collect a physical address and employment information and membership, but nowhere does it say they're going to collect your actual name. So I guess if you're in the GDPR and you're making a freedom of, what is it called? A freedom of, what's it called again? A privacy request, GDPR privacy request, that's when they're probably going to ask who you are. Fair enough. We will make our best efforts to voluntarily provide the above rights to individuals outside of the EU. Oh, wow. So even if you're not in the EEA, you can ask for this. I mean, but it's strange because you're asking for the information that you've just given them. We will endeavor to comply with the GDPR request within 45 days of receipt, but we may need additional time to handle the request. Children under 13. Our services are not designed for children under 13. If we discover that a child under 13 has provided us with personal info, we will delete such information from our system. Now, does that mean, so just this is me thinking about my streams. By the way, why did that chat not refresh? Hasn't got that last message from Danako there. That's weird. Now I refreshed it and it took it completely away. Can you just put another message in the chat, Danako? And I'm going to see what it pulls up with. This point, children under 13, it may be cutting off a line. Yeah, true, actually. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, because, well, yeah, you're right. I scrolled up too far. It will be cutting off a line. It may be cutting off a line. Let's change the word may to will be there as well. It's good that you're still here, Kevin or Papa. What do you like? Do you like Papa or Kevin? Papa Kevin? That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. I've got a niece. She's 7 years of age. Sometimes when I'm streaming, she comes in and she'll maintain the stream while I go out and get a Jack or get a coffee or something. Papa, whichever. Okay, I'll go with Papa. This under 13, she's not actually signing up to the website. She'll just be sitting in my chair while I'm out there in the kitchen doing something. That's fine, right? Like, somebody reported me on Trovo. somebody reported that on Trovo, and I got banned from Trovo for having a minor streaming. When I actually went and explained it to, what's the dude's name? LT Zonda on Trovo, he said, no, that's fine, dude. Like, that was a mistake. And they reinstated it. But I just would rather find out exactly. What up, Gibbs? G'day, Fluff. How you doing? Shouldn't be an issue since you're the parental guardian approving it. Yeah, that's what I figured. And there, that makes sense. Yeah. How you doing, Fluff? Good to see you, buddy. We're just reading the privacy policy here on kick.com. If you're going to sign up to kick.com, you would assume that you want to understand what this is all about before you start streaming. So that's what we're reading. Zonda laughed my ass off. Why laughing, Denny? Why laughing? I thought he was quite helpful, actually. Contact us. If you have questions about the privacy aspects of our services or would like to make a complaint, please contact us at support@kick.com. Changes to this policy. This policy is current as of the effective date set forth above. What was the effective date? Okay, you might want to add the date there, Papa. There's no date on this. Yeah, you might want to add a date to that. This policy is current as of the effective date set forth above. We may change the policy from time to time, so please be sure to check back periodically. Nice call. Yeah. Just spotting out some issues. We will post any changes to this policy on our site. If we make any changes to the policy that materially affect our practices with regard to your personal information we previously collected from you, we'll also endeavor to provide you with a notice in advance of such changes by highlighting the change on our site. So that's all pretty cut clear, folks. I don't think there's anything really to be concerned with there. Let me just put that in the chat for those that want to read it themselves. I wonder if that does come up as a hyperlink. It does there. Yeah, sweet. There you go. So if you want to read that yourselves, I'm going to change this font size back down to what it should be. What's the command there? Yeah, there. So that's the actual font size, which leads me to think maybe I should, when I'm viewing a browser source, maybe I should drag this in a little, give me some space up here for a chat. I think I'm going to do that. I don't like the fact that sometimes my camera covers the screen, so I'm going to bring that in. What if I then transform fit to screen? Oh, it fits back to the screen. It doesn't fit to the bounding box. So if I drag that up, then you got this space at the bottom. I don't want that space at the bottom. And if I drag that down, it just repositions it. So what should I do here, folks? I don't want this. I don't know what I want. What I'm trying to assess here is a stream layout. I'm trying to add an existing browser source, the chat. So if I bring a chat in over here is what I was thinking. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing. So then when we're browsing any other website, the website's in full. But I don't like this gap at the bottom. I'll take suggestions though. What do you suggest? Let's just make it clear so we can see the website. So what do you suggest I do here? I can't drag this down. I can't drag this down. Oh, that's the bottom of the What about a changing of sizing of the window here? I guess I should work this out myself off stream, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, that area at the bottom could be used for other things, I suppose. Kick alerts, I guess, something. I guess we'll just leave it for that at the time being. Oh, you know what I could do here? I could add a background. I could add my background. I'll call this background image. Channel art. Green background only. I could add this. Transform. Fit to screen. Send backwards. Could kind of do something like that. That's just my background. I mean, that's at a pinch. At least that's my branding. I could make that. I could animate that to move as well. Let me just fix this chat up though. The chat needs to be cropped in a little. Is that going to affect the chat on the other screen though? Because it's a copy? I think it does. Ah, shit, that's the wrong one. How good is Command Z on the OBS these days? It never used to be there. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. I mean, that's the chat there. Let me just see how that looks. Let me just copy this long chat message. It's probably too small to read anyway. But then what if I scrolled it right out and then that's way, yeah. So you're dealing with such a small amount of area here anyway. If I change this width to 200 here, it's going to change it on the main page too, isn't it? Yeah. See, that's yeah, we don't want to do that. What does 300 look like? There looks good. That looks kind of better actually anyway. And by the way, this is not going to last anyway because these chats, there's going to be a better chat anyway. I'll try it to 330. I'm happy with that. For a temporary chat anyway. What about this? Monitor, still not looking too great. Positioning wise. I mean, at that point, I could make my camera larger. I don't know, now it's looking a little shitty. I don't know, dudes. I'm just faffing around here. What are other people doing? What's Yuppie got? What's his stream?
My channel though. And
so embedded into the. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Got me worried now because I don't want to miss the all these new launching coming up on Friday. I want to be ready is what I'm saying. I didn't think that it would be this soon. I thought I had heaps of time. Yeah, okay. I don't like this at all. This needs to be. I don't know what to do here. I guess I could just put it in the center, right? It doesn't have to be at the very top. Okay, look. Make it like this. I'll make this background animated so that it moves. Yeah, this is what I'll do. I'll make that smaller. I'll make the chat larger. We'll put it at 350 wider. So the chat looks a little larger. So the chat's a bit more readable on screen. What does it look like on the front page? Still good. I could put that, say, here. Actually, that's too wide. 330. My camera could go in line with that shiz. That could even come in a little bit off the side. Got a little bit of border action going on there. Like that. Then I could even put my logo. Yeah. I could grab my, do I have logo? Logo, channel art, kick logo, logo name only, PNG. Bam, I do indeed have it there. Something like that. Very clear what it is. And I could make that background move animated. That way we have branding recognition. I could even add that logo to that, right? Let me just bring that logo across here. Should it be there? It's in the center there then. Okay, interesting. Maybe if it's on the left. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Ralph, did you already read the privacy policy? Yeah, I did, man. Yeah, we've read it already. Yep. And now I'm just faffing around trying to set up like my stream layout, I suppose, trying to make it look a little bit funkier, a little bit nicer. Kind of got a little excited there because Papa came in explaining how they're hoping to have launch by Friday of some important updates. I don't really want to talk too much about it because we didn't really get much info ourselves, but that could be a bit smaller. Does that change it there? No, it does not. Interesting that it did on the chat. Anything in particular stands out compared to Twitch? I don't know so much about the Twitch privacy policy. I only restream there. I haven't really considered Twitch as a viable streaming option for me at all, so I can't really speak on that. As it stands, what I read in the privacy policy, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot in there. In fact, it reads quite well. It's quite a generous policy. Like there's not much in there to be worried about, from what I could tell. And yeah, even things like that GDPR, where if you live in Europe, you can request your freedom of information back, what you've supplied and how they're going to use it. They've even offered to do that for people outside of the European Union. So it seems pretty generous. It seems pretty, yeah, I'd say there's nothing really to be worried about. All right, good luck on your kick journey. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're just getting started here, just trying to work a few things out, some branding and whatnot, and it seems pretty cool here. Like I gotta say, like I'm pretty excited, and having heard the information we heard in my chat, I'm pretty psyched to see how this is all going to happen a lot faster than I thought it was. I was thinking that this wouldn't all get together until like early next year, the first quarter next year. Yeah. Bobby Hill, you read the guidelines. Hey man, yeah, I did. I've already read them. Yeah. Read the guidelines, and we're just chilling here. I'm just sort of faffing around trying to work out some things on my stream, like my setup. I don't know whether that should be bigger or smaller, or I don't know. I mean, that's dead space behind it. It's just dark and gloomy. I mean, that looks nicer, I suppose, but logo and the chat go together though. And then when you get over here, I don't know, I'm just trying to work out the best way to display a web browser. Logo looking fine up there? I think it looks fine up there too, yeah. I think that's fine. And don't forget, this chat overlay will change once these new plugins and whatnot are rolled out. I'm just trying to work this crap out myself, but I think that's sort of everybody displays their browser sources differently, and I don't know, that's sort of, it is floating in midair, but I don't know. I tried finding a working bot for Kick, but nothing yet. Yeah, so we heard that there is stuff coming. Right now it doesn't exist, and so just sit tight. But there are people working on things at the moment. And by the way, can you put a drop shadow on a source? Is there a drop shadow filter on a source? You can scroll it. You want to scroll it? Yeah, that's really what you want to do. Why would you ever want that? Oh, you want me to go and look at this video? Yeah, sure, let's watch it. Watch it, and it's going across like this. Why would you need... I mean, that's a ticker, right? You do that with a ticker. It's pretty funny, though. Let's get rid of that crap. I can't believe there's no, like, drop shadow or anything. You can apply a LUT, chroma key, color correction, color key, crop pad, image mask blend, luma key, render delay, scaling, scroll, sharpen. Nothing like... I mean, you have to do like a PNG around it, right? I mostly do my overlays in Photoshop and customize the graphics there. Yeah, I did that, and I've done that for my YouTube streams. But this time around, I thought I'm going to try to do it all in OBS with just PNGs. So this background graphic I've got, this green sort of, it's basically what I took a photo of something. What did I take a photo of? I think it's a close-up of my carpet or something. I can animate that to make it repeat as a moving object, and I'm happy with that. That's a beautiful green screen. It's not a green screen. Let me just check. I can make that chat slightly larger as well. Let's go 350 wide and bring it over a bit here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, Skins. I like this replying to in a chat, though. I like this replying to Papa Zook. I like that. That's a new feature of a chat that I've not seen before. Where's this chat stopping, though? This chat stops here. Hey, while we're here, folks, do you want to help me with music? Let's do that, because we've read the privacy policy. I got no underlay I got no background audio here. So let me bring up Logic. Yeah, this is cool. So this is now my monitor. Okay, this is cool. Let me bring up Logic. Let me open up Logic. I want you guys to help me with this, because I need some kind of cool background audio. So let me show you what I've got going on here. So in Logic, I've set this up. Now these are loops. So these are just loops, but what I would like to do is come up with, let's get some drums instead. So let's just get kits. Why is it playing? We just need some chilled, low, like, so what it needs to do, so this music that we're going to have here is just going to be underneath. I've already got some here, which is just a leftover from another stream. This, so you hear this? I'll just you hear this, right? So that there is my music underlay for, by the way, did my volume just change? That music that you just heard is my underlay music for DLive. And what I need to do for this is to create something similar that's just low, just to fill this void of nothing. Because if I sit here and I'm not saying anything, that's dead air. That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. And that is going to be weird. So what I want to do, and it needs to also be used for my intro piece as well. So let's try to come up with something cool to happening. Usually drum and bass is the go. Too much. My mic is good now. Okay, do you know one thing I hate about OBS? When you bring up your monitor for your levels, if you move the mouse or the scroll bar, the trackpad, when you've opened that up, it changes the volume of whatever's there being selected. And I didn't select anything. I just opened up my microphone, advanced audio properties, and I accidentally scrolled, and it was scrolling the volume of something that was selected by default. I'm like, oh, that's my microphone volume. I put it back to 4 dB though. It's perfect now. Okay, so let's grab a bass line first. Then let's grab a bass line. So we'll get rid of the kits. Actually, we'll just go search in here, bass. Here. Too much. Imagine you use that as your stream. Actually, some of the bass might not be, yeah, might not be so. I'll start with the drum beat, I think. African Ghost Kit. African Lion Kit. Too much. I can dig that. What this is, African talking drum. Think about that being in the background quite low. Do you know what? Hang on a second. My other one doesn't have any drums, does it? Okay, so it's, I know what that is. That's called wobble. That's wobble bass or something. Wobble. See if we can't find it. wobble, classic wobble bass. I kind of like this. That's kind of cool. Too much. Too much. Too much. Okay. That's kind of cool. Endless Streets Wobble. Do you know what? Drag that in here for the start. You added a stereo region to a mono track. Create a new stereo track. Thank you. So that's going to be the start of the loop. We'll just make it that long for the time being. These are too spacey for me. Orchestral. Wow. Yeah. Too gnarly. Yeah. I'll have this at the background of my streams. Wow, too much, too intense. I mean, that there, low in the mix. Hey, Redco, how you doing, man? How you doing, buddy? I'm just trying to come up with something for the underlay audio of my stream, just some background music, and I guess it doesn't really matter what it is. As long as it's pretty chilled. You're up early? It's 10:40. It's 10:40 in the AM, and there's things to be done. What's this percussion? I like the African ghost kits. Let's add a drum to this. So this African drum kit, and this is when it changes. I don't like that drum kit now. There we go. Get him out of there. I'm busy. Yeah. Oh, it's raining out there. Got my washing out there too. Bugger. Why did that loop not go all the way across? Okay, cool. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere, folks. The African ghost drum is the key here, I believe. Not that one. I want this one. Interesting. That's all well and true, but let's drag this to start here. Something about that beat doesn't work for me. You're not even going to hear this anyway. That's better. That's the better one. Let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Now we're talking. Yep. Get rid of that. Okay, so it's the African Ghost Kit 2. And here's 4. We'll build this up all the way through. Redco, is Restream supporting Kick? I believe, well, I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, that's a question I could have asked earlier from Papa, but I forgot. Okay, so that beat needs to progress all the way through here, from here on in, skis. So the opening sounds like this. What I like about that is that I can also make it fade in, and 2 bars of it fading in. This drum beat down here is going to fade up from nada. So basically there's going to be 2 bars of the wobble. You stream 1080/60? Yes, I do. I think that should be a double. Move the automation, and that should be a double banger. The automation should go all the way along slowly. Hey? What happened then? Didn't that double up? Didn't I loop that? I thought I did. So now we're getting somewhere, right? We've basically got a little progression there. Hey, Charles, now I'm kicking it on Kick. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so what we're trying to do here, don't forget, this is just going to be the underlay music. This is just going to be music that you might not even notice you're hearing, just below in the background. But I will use it for the lead up to my opening scene. At the moment, I've just got like the sounds of the ocean, and I'm just going to add this below it. And I want it to be I want this piece of music to be loopable, first of all, and I want it to be malleable so that I can draw out things and make things longer and shorter. Let's just say if I want to use just this section at the front as an endless loop for the opening scene of something, I can just crop that out and put it in as a new audio file, and it just but it builds on the same piece. So I like what we've got here. I think this edgy wobble layer, let's find the other one of those, wobble layer. Get rid of the instrument selection. It was called edgy wobble. Oh, there's only one of them. Okay, edgy wobble layer. Okay, what about wobble then? So chaos wobble bass, bright wobble. Yeah, we don't want that crap. So that's the pad, and that's the wobble layer. Let's see how that slots in. Do we need a kit running through all that? I think we do, don't we? We don't need the wobble layer though. I like it. I like it. And I think that's pretty much all we need. How does it come back in though? So we can't have that. It's got to have a nice end loop to it to cycle back to the start. So we will obviously take I like that. Yeah, me too. Hey, me too, Papa. I'm digging that. And you won't even really notice this is there. It's just like such a subliminal piece of music for underneath the background. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I didn't mean to do that. Get that out of there. Wrong layer. Wrong layer placed. Hey Dale, how you doing, man? What a dooskies! We're just sort of working out some background audio here for my kick.com streams. I like what we've got there. I'm just going to drag this out a little longer so that we get a little more of outro drums. Also, can do some spacing here, not EQ. Stereo spacing. Space designer, where are we? Imaging, stereo spread. Is streaming music allowed on Kick? No issues at the moment. There you go. So it's the same, and that's from a staff member there, Dale. You're new here. That's from a staff member. So basically, the way I understand that is, it's the same as DLive in the sense that if there is a DMCA request, then the site will have to take action on it. But at the stage where there isn't any requests, then there's nothing needs to be done. I think we're good here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And that loops around nicely, so I'm going to just save that. There's no need to EQ it and everything because it's just such a small, insignificant piece of music. We're going to render it out as a audio file, all tracks, one track. We're going to bounce it out, aren't we? Command B. Command B, bounce background audio to a MP3 file. Doesn't need to be a WAV file. Okay, and we're going to pop that into Kick audio, background audio. It's going to be called. I'll just write. Oh, that's my bad. Don't do that. I was trying to overwrite the actual source file. Kick audio, background audio. Dale, it's kind of exciting being on a new platform again, like when I joined DLive in 2018. Dude, we were just talking about that. We were just saying how this does feel like that. It feels like that's happening again. And we had, Papa Zadook is a staff member, and he did say that there's monetization coming out potentially by the end of this week, by Friday. It's Monday here in Australia, but Sunday for you guys. But for I was picturing it to be like a month away. Next quarter, beginning of next year. It's going to happen in a week. So that's why I'm kind of trying to speed things up. Like, I didn't expect to do all this stuff today, but here we are, just putting some music together. So that is that. Then all I got to do is add this audio file. Let me just do that. Let me add this audio file in. Let's just make certain that it did come out as an audio file correctly. Let's go back over and have a listen. This is Kick Audio, background audio MP3. Now you won't hear this. It's picking it up through my microphone. So I just trust that that worked. So what I'll do is go back over here to underlay audio. I'm going to browse to this new source, Kick. You can't see this, but it's coming up. Background audio. It's going to be a loop. Yep. And now it's on stream. Obviously at the wrong volume. So I guess what we got to work out now is what should be the volume of this. This is too loud, right? You'll hear it's too loud because we want to be streaming. So I'm going to drop it right down. It's just in the background. That's all we need. A little bit of background ambience. That's probably it, right? Tell me if that's a good volume. This is the position where my microphone is always. So checking to see if pink shows in the chat. Charles, it doesn't really show up that well, does it? Where do I go to start a stream? Kick.com? Barry? Kick.com? I guess. So now it's just looped over again. You yahoos can hear that, right? That's broadcasting, isn't it? Monitor and output, yeah. That's minus 23 dB. On the even, minus 23 dB. I think that's probably good. And no, it doesn't. Yeah, but you know what, that, Charles, the pink on the page, where is the go live button? I'll show you, dude. I'll show you. Over here, let's get rid of the music. We don't need that anymore. So when you come over here, you'll find a edit stream info button. You'll click this button here. You'll edit your stream title and the category you want to stream in. And then you'll start and stop streaming right here on this big, I obviously don't want to click anything there now because I'm streaming. And this is just paused here on my stream. And this is my stream live, but I just paused it from when I began my stream. But you'll hit this button here, stop and start streaming. And you'll also have to set up your stream settings, I guess. Up here. Where was that again? Oh, that's your page settings. Stream up here on the left. Now mine's already set in there, so. Now mine's already set in there. Thank you, dashboard. Got it. No worries, man. Anything to help, dude? So what I've got to do now is add the music to this scene. So when we come over here, we want to have the same music playing in the background. So I'm going to do that now by adding up a media source and adding an existing underlay. And now that'll play at the same volume. And I'll just put that all the way down at the bottom here. So that should be playing at the same volume and on the same loop. Yeah. Now we've also got to get a mute button here so that when we come in and play a YouTube video, we can mute the background audio. So I'll do that on my Stream Deck. I'll show you what that looks like. So my Stream Deck here, So I've got two profiles or two pages. If I click this button here, it goes back to the front page. If I click this button here, it goes back to that page. By the way, this GoPro button, when I come back to this page, if I hit the GoPro button, it opens up the camera behind me on a delay and shows the whole scene. So that's just a little way to sort of give an overall perspective of what we're doing. And that'll trigger back out in a moment, cut back to the main camera. Then I'll cut to this camera where we don't have a GoPro overlay as yet because it's such a small camera source down the bottom there. But what we're going to do here is add, I want to put that up there. So that's to kill my camera. Actually, we don't need that anymore. We always need my camera. We don't need to ever do that because I'm not overloading anything. Okay, so I can get rid of that. Although this is cool. I can change this to underlay audio. This will now turn the audio off. It didn't. That's a shame. Oh, I didn't select the right one. Underlay audio. Yeah. Yeah. See that? Pressing that button kills that background audio. So I'll just change this file from a camera and I'll put in a I don't want to do it from file. I want to do it from one of theirs. Reset to default. So what chat are you looking at on your chat screen? The pop-out chat, Charles. There's a pop-out chat here. It's this one here. It's the pop-out chat on Kick. I popped it out though. We're looking for a Stream Deck library. How come they didn't open up the Stream Deck library? Oh, it's on this. It's over here. So not microphone. I want a music. Is there a music icon? There isn't a music icon? Really? No stay, treble. No bass clef? What? There's no music icon in the Stream Deck media library? Icon library? You're kidding me. Oh, well, I'll just drag this over here and I'll find a... We'll go to music icon. I'll just grab one of these. And so what I just did was I just dragged that icon in there. And now, when it's off, it's off. When it's on, the background audio is on. Over here, we won't ever need to kill that background audio because, well, why would we? We're not having anything else on screen. But that does lead me into the last thing that I need to do before Friday, before this is all set up and good to monetize. Might not happen, but is to run or to create an outro scene of what I'll have to do this off screen, off stream. But one thing I would like to do is to animate this background or this green background so that it moves with just a little bit of it's stagnant right now. So I want it to move ever so slightly. What about, oh, wait, I could do that right now with scrolling, right? I could do a scroll on that. I was laughing about the scroll before. Would a scroll work here? It would work. Very gently scrolling. What about a vertical scroll? And it just repeats itself. Obviously that's way too much of a scroll, but I could... I don't know if I like that anyway. I don't think I like the scroll. No. What I'll do instead, I'll get rid of that. That looks rubbish. What I'll do instead is I'll make the background a repeating movie file and I'll embed some movements into the movie file so that when the background image is playing, it's actually playing a moving image. That's what I'll do. But I can't do that on screen. It doesn't make... Oh, wow. Okay, so that chat's kind of cropped at the top there as well. What's with that, chat? That's just the way that it's lined up. Yeah, okay. Is everybody cool? I'm cool. We read the privacy policy. We set up an audio, background audio. I've got to do an outro and a background scene. This automated background animation. Get rid of the stream deck. Yeah, but I think I think we're good. All right, I'm going to end the stream then. Oh, that's what I got to do to end the stream. I guess I could do this and show it to you, couldn't I? I mean, when I end the stream, I'm literally just going to hit this button here, stop streaming. So if I hit that now, it'll stop streaming. Is everybody cool if I stop streaming? Everybody cool if I end it? I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it. I'm going to stop streaming. Yeah, all right. Actually, I'll stop it on my OBS first. See you later. Hey, thanks for being here. Papa, thanks for being here, helping out. Thanks for all your suggestions and all the conversation. Learning a lot. Next time we stream, we will take a look at the, what is it again? Not the privacy policy. Next time we stream, we'll take a look at the DMCA policy. So we've done the terms of services. We've done the privacy policy. Next one we're going to do is the DMCA policy. We'll do that next time. Cheers for all being here. And next time I kick it, come kick it with me. See you later. I'm going to pause here because this is going to go on YouTube as well. So I'll just pause here. I'm going to add my YouTube things, the subscribe here and all that stuff. See ya.